Hello and welcome back to Ben and Danielle Reviews. I'm Ben, and today, seeing as it is Halloween season, we are going to be talking about our favorite spooky games. Games that get you in the mood for the Halloween spirit, sort of, and games that are just spooky in nature and theme or in the way that they play. And so, I'm going to pick 5, Danielle's going to pick 5, and we're going to talk about those 5 games. Counting down from number 5 to number 1. And number 5 is going to be Seoulaween. It is a Taiwanese game based on the Deathbringer IP. It is an abstract game where a lot of people don't consider abstract games when they're talking about spooky games because of the less thematic sense, I guess. But Seoulaween is a cute game in which you have a board, a 4x4, sort of like roll-up cloth, sort of thing, folding cloth, and you place these little discs with different ghost pieces on it. They're green on one side and orange on the other, and you're trying to make 4 of a kind with the same color. But when you place one down, all orthogonally adjacent ghosts are flipped over to the opposite side. So you're always thinking a couple moves ahead in terms of where you're going to be placing your discs, and you also have to make sure that when you place a disc, it doesn't leave it open for your opponent to make 4 in a row on their turn. Number 4 is another smaller indie game, and that is All Hallows Eve. It is a game in which one player plays as the chaperone, controlling the different trick-or-treaters that are going from house to house, knocking on doors, trying to get as much candy as possible, whereas the other players are playing as monsters, trying to hunt down the kids and trying to kill as many of the kids as they can. Number 3 is an interesting one. The Bloody Inn takes place in 1830s France in a small town inn in which you play as a person running an inn, kind of like Bates Motel style. You are checking in guests, and you are trying to decide which ones you want to collect rent from and which ones you want to kill and take all their money. You can also have different people join your empire and help you with killing, helping you with bribing new people, helping you bury the bodies, because you have to make sure that the bodies are buried before the cops come around and catch you. Number 2 is Horrified, Universal Monsters. So it's based on the Universal Studios monsters from back in the 30s and 40s, like Dracula, the Mummy, Frankenstein and the Bride, and Creature from the Black Lagoon, and the Invisible Man. So each player plays as a character, and everyone works together kind of pandemic style to defeat these monsters. It's a pick up and deliver game where you have different items in different locations. You're picking them up and you're delivering them to other places, as well as picking up and delivering different innocent bystanders from the movie and starting to save them before the monsters get to them. And number 1 is Mansions of Madness. Mansions of Madness is a really cool thematic, horror mystery role-playing game in which you use an app to help with the bookkeeping of it, and you're just going through a Lovecraftian scenario, and you are trying to solve the mystery and survive, fighting off different monsters and such. It's very thematic, and it has a lot of cool concepts in there, and the way you can mitigate dice rolls with their clue tokens, and you're collecting different items to make you more powerful. It's really cool, and you can also upgrade your character stats. So that is my favorite one, just because of how thematic and so enticing, and the variability of the different scenarios. So these are my top 5 favorite spooky/horror games. And thank you everyone for watching, and have a great rest of your day.